Hey, welcome back. Today we are cycling in the forest on Mount Asama, and it's just that beautiful time of year when the leaves are changing and you just see the gold and red all around you, and it's just I'm just going to cycle and I'm going to take a look at some of these colors as we go along. You know, it's been a while since I've been on the mountain bike, and it's just such a different form of cycling. You know, picking your line as you climb. You know, and this forest track really is pretty amazing. You know, you're just kind of zigzagging on the contour of the mountain, and just a slight gradient, about 1 to 2%. So it's hard to even know that you're climbing. You can still keep a kind of a quick pace, but still climb at the same time. It's a really nice climb. And I feel quite lucky because this is directly behind my house. And all I gotta do is just get on the bike and be here, you know, within a few minutes. Quite lucky. So I'm just here on the top of Asama, right at the top of this climb. And it comes right out at the motorway here. And if you're ever in the region of Karuizawa here, this is the entrance to this whole forest section. I mean, you go past this and it just opens up to just miles or kilometers and kilometers and kilometers of forest track. So I have to be on the main road here for about, 2-3 kilometers. And I'm just cutting over the main road to get to the other forest on the other side, which again has, 50 kilometers of forest track. So of this ride, about 80% is on gravel and about 20% is on tarmac. And this is the section here coming across on tarmac. And you feel like you're remote in the middle of nowhere, but just to the left of me, right up here, is a 5-star golf resort. And you think to yourself, man, I'm not as remote as I thought. There you go, Rolls Royce just went by. Yeah, I'm not in the middle of nowhere, that's for sure. All right, I cut over the road and now I'm back onto some forest track. And this section here, which is about 10 to 15 kilometers, is just fantastic because it's just about 2 or 3% downhill. And you really pick up so much speed. It's just so good. Just ahead, you can see Mount Asama there to the right. And these forest tracks just go on for kilometers and kilometers. And wonderful riding. Still dropping down. You can just see the beautiful leaves. These leaves won't be here much longer. You can see the color. And as we're coming down in altitude, the leaves are still changing. The higher you are, the less leaf cover there is. But man, such a nice ride. I get so used to being on the gravel bike. The last few times I've ridden this road was on the gravel bike. And it's just a different type of riding versus the mountain bike. If I was on my drop bar bike, I'd be very nervous and timid and going slow. But here on these wide handlebarred hardtail with 110 millimeters of travel on the fork, you can just absolutely let it go. And it's a lot of fun. The drop bar bike on this is quite fun because that's just really technical and you have to really pick your line and really concentrate. But there's also something about just letting it rip. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this hardtail. And this road here is really where you start to see some of the beautiful gold in the trees. I mean, it's just something else, really. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, I'm on the last leg of this ride, and I've done about 30 Ks. I just made a big loop. I'm almost back to where we started.